up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to the video. So today's video, I'm kind of mixing it up with the last venture out to go shoot my rifle. So today I'm basically going to go back out to the same spot. I'm going to shoot 500 yards again. I'm going to try shooting at 100 again, just to double check first. Because I really want to make sure my scope's not, like, as I'm moving around in my house and stuff, it's not getting off. So I'm going to shoot 100 first, probably only a couple rounds, and then I'll go back to shooting 500 yards. And then also I got that new Norma round, so I'll be using that to basically finish sighting in and getting all the data I need. And yeah, so today should be good. Maybe I'll later on in the evening go sit on clear cut, see if I can find a coyote. Who knows? Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so finally off the paved road, the highway, onto the road up to where I was gonna shoot. I'm gonna drive up and hopefully no one's there and start shooting. It's a little colder this time and there's some snow down low, so check it out. So hopefully I do have some gloves I can use to shoot, but hopefully it's not too cold, and I get enough, get enough shots downrange that are decent, so anyways, like I said, snow's pretty low, so Jesus, I feel like the road got worse too. Anyways, I'm gonna put the phone down, or the camera down, and get up there. So. Right before I throw the camera up and start shooting, just gonna go over some stuff. So I got normal rounds now. They're 180 grain long range shots. Got 2 boxes, so hopefully one box will get me on shooting decent today, and then I'll have a box for later. I'll pick one up maybe this week, another box just in case. Again, shooting 30-06. I thought from this spot it'd be about 500 yards, but it's about 470. So I'm all set up. I'm gonna shoot 470. I might move back to that spot. That's where I was last time. That's 560. It's about a 100-yard difference. There might be another spot I can go to somewhere else in prone, which I might do if I can try to find a spot that's around 500, or switch it up, try to get somewhere, shoot something closer, maybe a couple 100 yards, 200-300 yards, see where I'm hitting. But yeah, I'm gonna set up. Hopefully this fog stays out before I get some shots off. So I'm gonna throw this on and see if I can send a round down. All right, I'm gonna start shooting here in a second. Fog's already rolling in, so that's not good. Do my adjustments. It should be at 0. I'm gonna go to 12.5. That should be about 500. Alright, let's see what I can do. Like a hit. Send one more. Alright, let's see what I did. quick. And we'll keep shooting. Alright guys, I'm going to try to send 2 more rounds. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. I think there's a wind across the canyon. Push them around right a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to hold slightly left just so I can try to float it in there. Sound like a hit. One more. These are cold bore shots. That's my third. That was my third shot today. This will be my fourth. Sound like a hit again. Alright, this will probably be my last 2 shots before this fog completely rolls in. Let's barely see the target. It's probably going to be the last one. There's a lot of fog rolling in. Alright, well I might be cutting my day short. You can see the fog rolling in heavy. But this is all clear. There's a tree out there, right on that clear cut line with a white tab. 160, I'm going to shoot that real quick. We'll see how it hits on that. Alright, since this is 160, I'm going to do a 1/2 mil MOA, 0.5 inches. It should hit dead on. No idea. Shoot one more. I think I hit right under it. Let's check that. And probably call it a day actually. A little unexpected, but what I did was I just found a couple of trees over here and stumps that I could range and hit, or shoot I should say. And so first I hit, you can't see it from here, but on the tree line here is a tree with a white tab on it. At 160 was the first one. So I hit that. I adjusted, let me look at my notes actually, so I can't remember. Okay. So I adjusted to a 1/2 inch MOA at 160. That was dead on. Yeah. And then I found a stump further up that was 200 yards. Shot that, and at that point I was at 1 inch MOA. I figured that would have been enough. I actually shot at the base of the stump, so I know in my head, okay, I probably should, adjust it up a little bit more. So then there's a tree closer, so because you could not really see where it hit on that stump just because of the color and the fog. So I was like, hey, let me try to find something that I can see. So I went back to, it's a different tree, but and a little further out, but has another white little tag. So I shot 4 or 5 shots. 4 shots. 4 shots at that. First was low. I was at 1.25 inch MOA. Second was me. I just whiffed it. I was at 1.5. And then so because I kind of whiffed the shot, I took another shot. Was still low. Just under that white tab, which is probably only this big. So like a 2x4 inch ish of piece of paper or whatever. So I was like, close enough, but I want to make sure I'm dead on. So then I went up to 2 inches fully at 182. I forgot to mention that. So that tree is at 182, not 200. So at 2 inches, it's pretty much dead on at 182. So now I know, okay, for 200, I'll probably do 2 1/4, and then so on and so on. I unfortunately don't have anything around here. I can safely shoot 300 yards and 400, and then also the fog, rolling in. So it's pretty pretty fogged in. I kind of expected this, but I didn't think about it having snow up here. I figured it was, coastal range. There wasn't so much snow or anything, but apparently the snow level dropped and it started snowing. So here I am, but that's fine. Luckily, I was able to get quite a few rounds off. I shot the Norma 180 grain bullets. Here's that if you want to read it. Actually, I'm pretty impressed. They were pretty dead on as far as a variation bullet to bullet, which should be that way. But yeah, they're extreme long range. At 100 yards, it's 2467 feet per second, so it's got quite a bit of velocity. So that's pretty good. So I'll probably end up, because I know I can get another box of those, probably end up using those for hunting season. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's not every day that you get to go out and shoot this kind of range. I mean, maybe it is for some people, but not for me. I have to, I'm not a member to Douglas Ridge or anything, so I can't shoot there. And then even then, you have to qualify to shoot, I think, past 100 yards, I believe. In order to shoot 500, you have to do a course or some kind of certification or something. I just want to be a successful hunter like everybody else. So, and most importantly, have a good time. And getting out like this is a great opportunity for me to get in the woods, get to shoot my gun, and it did great. And I mean, I'm happy with it. I think later this year I will put a new scope on it. Um, but other than that, shot great. I actually really like this ammo. It's shooting really well and shooting pretty consistent. And yeah. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you kind of enjoyed this video. It's more of a just sharing my adventure of my personal experience. Getting comfortable shooting out, past 500 yards and whatnot. Um, and if you did enjoy the video, do me a favor, like it, comment below what you're shooting as far as a rifle for whatever game you're shooting. If you're hunting coyotes, you use a 243 or hunting deer with 243 or all the way up to a 338. Let me hear about it. I'm actually really interested in rifle setups now and kind of getting more involved with gun stuff, and so it's exciting to me. And also, if you do like it, sub to the channel, ring the notification bell. That way you get the videos as soon as I upload them. You get to check them out. Maybe there's other guys out here that are kind of like me that kind of testing waters and they kind of want some more information. I know there's a ton of information out there about long range shooting and adjusting for MOA or MIL or MRAD or whatever, and it gets kind of overwhelming because it did for me. And honestly, my best advice is just to get some good ammo if you're not reloading. Get a decent rifle. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive. This gun is not super expensive. It is a Mossberg Patriot. And it came with the scope. It's a Vortex Crossfire 2, 3x9. The scope is actually pretty decent for what it is. I think once I start shooting more, especially past 500 yards, it's going to start getting a little more difficult. That's why I want to upgrade. But you don't need it. This gun is great. It's got a decent trigger on it. You can't see right now. It's got a really good trigger on it. Fluted barrel, fluted bolt, which honestly I don't think those matter. I think more weight is actually better for these kind of guns because it helps absorb some of that recoil. It's got a synthetic stock. So it is pretty light for a rifle. but you know, it is what it is. It's what I got. I might put a stock on it eventually, like a Boyd's custom stock. I think so. One of the only good ones that I've seen made for the Mossberg Patriot. But like I said, guys, if you're into hunting, you want to get into rifle hunting and kind of stretch your shots out and try to increase your odds of getting an opportunity, get you a decent rifle like that. And like I said, best advice: get out here and just do the stuff. Shoot your 500 yards. Do what I did. I had a handful of people tell me, take a notebook with you, write down all your notes. My chicken hit writing there, but you know, write your notes down. Write down every little adjustment that you have. That way you have it with you. Like, I'm gonna compile this and list it out from furthest yardage to the lowest, and I'll probably put it on a little smaller notebook paper and maybe laminate it, and I'll keep it with my rifle just in case. Just be confident in your equipment. Mostly important. Um, but also, like I said, before you go out hunt, just take time, do some shooting. So anyways, this is kind of a long rant. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and hopefully newer hunters kind of get some use out of this video. I'm not really trying to do any how-tos. I'm just trying to share my adventures and hopefully help some people that are like me, who's just like trying to test waters on their limits and get some better opportunities for themselves. So, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it. Ring the notification bell, that way you get all the videos as soon as I upload them. And like I said, comment below what rifle you guys are using. Tell me all of it, all the details. Like, you're shooting a, I don't know, Ruger Precision 308 with a Night Force scope. Just let me know. It's all very interesting to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you guys and interacting with you guys. So, anyways, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Fog's rolling in. It might start sprinkling. I feel something, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Later. So before I leave today, I just wanted to talk real quickly about my cold bore shot. So, a buddy of mine, actually one of my best friends, he's telling me, like, hey, I realize you're shooting and whatnot, but make sure your gun's on cold bore. And I kind of spaced that out, being kind of new to shooting these ranges and stuff. But he's like, yeah, just whatever you do, just make sure as soon as your first couple shots, you send them out whatever yardage you want and make sure it's on from the last time. So that's what I did. Not exactly the same yardage, it's 560 back there, 470 here, so about 100-yard difference. But um, I I did my adjustments based off what I felt was correct off my previous notes. And that target that's across the canyon was still there. It's like probably a 1.5 maybe 2 foot diameter metal gong or metal something. And my first two shots were in. They're probably within a 10-inch group, so not crazy accurate. There is a wind over there that I didn't account for, but in the video I explained I held left on a couple of shots and I got it pretty damn close in. But like I said, I was cold bore out here for the first time today shooting, and it hit, pretty much dead on where I was hitting or aiming. So to me, that shows me that this gun is definitely a decent gun, and it's going to hold true. That was the most important thing for me, is that the rifle and the scope holds true when I go back to zero. I can dial it up for yardage at any given moment, and it's going to hit, within a couple inches of where I'm aiming. So anyways, I want to throw that in the video because some people don't realize it. I didn't realize it. I didn't think about cold bore stuff until my buddy mentioned it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing, and how good the gun is. If you can't shoot it consistently cold, then the gun's going to be bad because you're not going to go out hunting and shoot a bunch of rounds right before you see an animal. Your gun's going to be cold. It might not be physically cold, but the barrel has not been shot and it's not been heated up by repetitive shots. So, Justin, you were right. I appreciate that tip. And it was on. So hopefully you guys can see it in the video. This camera is not amazing, but it gets the job done. I definitely would love to upgrade. That's next year's goal. So anyways, thanks guys.